Alright, so I'm finally making this video. I had a couple people request that I do this, and honestly I've been wanting to do this just because I just think the Freedom Performance without the baffles is just a little bit too loud. I mean, it sounds really good, like I mentioned in my previous videos. Here it is. I just took it out. So what I'm going to do here is modify the baffle that I purchased for it previously. So I installed it, I didn't like it, put back the no baffle setup, and I've been riding like that for, I don't know, about 1,000 miles. It's fine if you're just going you know, 5, 10, 15, 20 minute drive or ride, but if you're doing anything more than an hour, it's just really hard and harsh on your ears. I'm wearing earplugs now, which I wasn't doing before, but I have to with this because it's just so piercing. But it just sounds awesome. So anyway, so what I'm hoping to do here is to modify this baffle that I bought. I think it was $200, and make it something between the baffled version and the no baffled version by modifying it. So what I would say for anyone who's doing this, just a tip, because I've swapped out these setups a couple times now, and it's really hard to get off when the bike is cold, so you got to get it off when it's hot. So right now it's pretty hot right now, which is why I'm wearing gloves. Also, when I bought the exhaust, it came with this tip that had kind of the chrome or the polish look on it. I think that looks pretty good with the bike, but I really like the blacked out look, so I ended up buying the blacked out, completely blacked out tip from Freedom Performance, and I think this was also $200 or $150 or whatever it was. But anyway, I think I'm going to use that with this setup. So what I'm going to do here is, here's the baffled version, and I think I'm going to leave this kind of flower looking design, but here's what's happening here. It has this really tiny pinhole, and it's shoving all the air through that. It does have these kind of louvers on the side that go into where this metal wire is, but if you look at the end here, the cap, it's capped off, so I don't know where all that air is going. I imagine most of it still has to get shoved out that little tiny hole. So what I'm going to do is just take this stepper bit and just bore it out, and I figured if I just take the whole thing out and see what it sounds like, that'll give me kind of a starting point. If it turns out it's way too loud, then I'll just weld a washer there, or put another plate and drill a hole in there, and no harm, no foul. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna come back, install it, and give you an idea of what it sounds like. I don't have a decibel meter just because I didn't do it before, so I wouldn't really have a reference for the you know, how much it would reduce the sound. So I'm just going to give you my impressions of it. That's the best I can do, but mostly because I just want to see if I can get something in between, and that would just be perfect for me to ride long distance, you know, when I'm going an hour or more, and not just, you know, bleeding my ears out. So anyway, here we go. Alright, so here's what I've done. I've kind of drilled out about a 7/8 inch hole. Just a little bit bigger than the 3/4 inch stepper bit that I used. I had a cheap Amazon one. It didn't really work, so I couldn't get the whole thing taken out. But I think that'll work for now, and it gives me a little bit of space. If I had to go back, I could, like I said, weld a washer to that and have enough space to weld onto. So I hope this will work. You can kind of see it's pretty much, you know, straight through to this guy, but I'm hoping it gives it enough back pressure relief to allow some of that beautiful sound to come out. So alright, here we go. Alright, I'm all done. That took about, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes. Didn't take too long. Only problem I had was I stripped this this bolt here. It's pretty easy to do when this doesn't align perfectly, so whatever happens here, I'm kind of stuck. So I actually have not started it, so this is my first start after installing. So you'll hear my my initial impression real time. So here we go. Oh, actually, I should put it in neutral. All right. right, I'm at home, so I don't want to rev it too hard here, but I think it sounds much better. I think it's I mean, I have to go for a ride and all that, but when it's idling, it's not piercing my ears, and it doesn't sound horrible when I get on the throttle a little bit. So I think I like it. I think I'm going to keep it like this, at least ride it for a while, see what it's like, you know, put 1,000 miles on it. I think the main improvement would be, you know, just being able to ride it a little bit longer. It doesn't have that deep throaty sound that it did without the baffles, but I don't think you're ever going to get that without having just a straight pipe the way it kind of was before. So I like it. So far so good. You know, if 10 out of 10 was no baffles, and with baffles it was a 4 out of 10, I'd say it's a solid 7, you know, so far. So I'll do some rides and then give you some impressions after that. Alright, so I just went for a short ride, just a couple miles, and I can tell you already I like it. It's Goldilocks, kind of right in the middle. It's not too loud, but it doesn't sound like a sewing machine like it did before with the manufacturer's baffle. So I think modifying it just a little bit greatly improves the sound. It kind of gets you between 10 and 4, and it's perfect. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. It doesn't blow out my ears. When you get on the throttle, it sounds really good. If I didn't wear earplugs on this ride, and it didn't hurt my ears, so I could definitely wear earplugs and wouldn't have any problem riding this for hours. I don't think so. I think that kind of solves my problem. Just open up that baffle in the back, drill it out. If I were to do it again, you know, maybe I'd drill it out a little bit more, because it's still a little bit quiet, but I think that's probably good for my ears and good for everyone around me. And I won't feel so bad cold starting in the morning. So anyway, definitely a mod I recommend doing, and anyway, I hope this helps somebody.